I value many things. I value a good piece of classical piano. I value getting outside and walking through the woods, casually hitting different objects with a stick. I value introspection. I value interesting strings of words spoken seamlessly and satisfactorily strung in a sarcastic and satirical style. And I value honest journalism. The catalyst for my writing this is the scuffle between two of the largest alternative media personalities, Alex Jones and Cenk Uygur. Alex Jones thought it would be proper of him to interrupt a live broadcast for no reason other than starting shit with someone, and Cenk overreacted to nearly the most extreme degree. I would like to inform you that I am defending neither of these people. For those of you whose personalities have been marinating in politics, this will upset you, and quite clearly, you knew whose side you'd be on before you even witnessed the event yourself. The reason I mocked these two before putting out a thoughtful response to this type of behavior is because that is precisely what I would do if I were still in high school and two idiotic, arrogant bullies began fighting one another. I'd stand to the side with my friends and start my own color commentary. And Jimmy Dore, really? With the spitting? Fuck you. I've seen the way both of these men act to people who disagree with them, to people in general, or to people who they think are standing in the way of a cause. For example, Cenk Uygur regarding his experience with American Airlines and his debate with Karen Straughan. Let us examine his experience with American Airlines in greater detail. I've edited in the points that I want to shed light on because it truly showcases the personality I'm going to be criticizing throughout the rest of this video.
Any plane, is there a plane? Is there a plane? Where's the plane? Where's the plane? Is there a plane? Where is it? Where's the plane?
Do you have a home card?
Where's the plane?
We are paying.
Where's the plane? No, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, but listen, if we just sit here and take it, they'd have us here until 6 in the morning, and then they'd fuck us even harder, okay? So, I need to, you're a supervisor, aren't you? Where's the plane?
Sorry, I'm not going to answer your question.
No, I know, because I've been here for 4 hours. Don't give me this.
Guess what just happened? They kicked me off the plane.
You call the reservations number, or you go
Okay,
to
so
customer
I'm removed from this flight?
Or you go to the customer service.
Isn't that unbelievable? I was on the line, I got on the line, you guys saw the last video, okay? I was almost on the plane, and the lady, one of the two supervisors, came out of vindictiveness and decided, no, that's it, I'm gonna kick you off the plane. She made up an excuse about how the captain didn't feel comfortable with me there. You guys saw the video, the captain wasn't there. Remember I was screaming, where's the crew? Where's the crew? Is the crew coming? The captain, everybody was pointing out the captain wasn't there. Now, I didn't, throw a fit when they asked me to get off the plane. I was angry before, no question about it, but you saw it on the video. A lot of people were angry, right?
And of course, Alex Jones isn't without his tantrums.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, of course I can hear you. I just went to you.
Now I want to dive deeper into Cenk's actions within this video and what that says about the typical distorted political personality and perhaps why things have gone the way they have in the oxymoronic official alternative media sphere. First, I would like to explain to Cenk how to behave like an adult. If a plane is extremely late, something has gone wrong. Either with scheduling or with equipment or something, it's safe to assume that something got screwed up, either within someone's control or not. However, airport employees are people who are just trying to do their jobs too. So when you walk up to them and scream at the top of your lungs, they are not going to want to deal with you. The adult thing to do in this case would be to get up, maybe every half an hour or so, and calmly ask the supervisor if there's any new information regarding the flight. It's really not that difficult to do. No one can even trust you to get what actually happened right because you simply have no idea why you were kicked off of a flight. Really? You have no idea? But if you want my honest opinion, and folks, this isn't a journalistic exercise, I'm just stating my opinions here, is that you think you're a goddamn rock star, Cenk. You have all of the qualities of a spoiled artist who thinks every inconvenience or disagreement is some sort of personal attack, and you're transferring that mindset to your viewers as they become more and more entrenched. Unfortunately, due to the journalistic climate now, this was going to become necessary. Journalism would need to model the music industry in some sense, where people began following actual journalists as opposed to the networks they belong to, the same way people care more about the artist as opposed to the record label. But the real reason I think you act this way, and the same to anyone who acts like this in the political sphere, is because you've created a situation wherein you think everything you say is absolute truth, even your opinions. People who are entirely politicized and placed in a bubble where that politicization can ferment eventually begin to construe their mere opinion as fact, which is why they feel so eager to call people liars, cheats, or dishonest when they are disagreed with, despite what is said or what reasoning is given. Those with news networks of this variety will begin to feel that their network is the only one reporting the truth, because it's impossible for everyone to agree with them about everything. What you need to realize is that sometimes disagreements stem from having different values. You don't foster a place where discussion and an honest reporting of the facts can flourish when you do that. Now, I understand that you're not merely a news network, but a commentary network as well, TYT. But the problem with your program is that you never actually fucking listen to people. You act the same way whenever you bring someone on who disagrees, as Cenk did in his debate with Dinesh D'Souza. Dinesh wasn't exactly stellar in that debate either. It wasn't so much a debate as it was a middle school dissing contest. It's like you just sit there and block out whatever the opposing side is saying, and then you pick up on the last few words that roll out of their mouths, dive through your progressive debate by numbers book, and fling out whatever most closely matches it. You're not actually interested in an open discussion. You're interested in performing well and getting applause. And that's just sad. I think that you're just another arm of those in this country who wish to polarize people to the point where they can't even talk to each other due to political disagreements. I'm not saying that debate is bad or arguing is distasteful and mean, but going through your life terrified of being spoken to by one of the bad people is extremely unhealthy. Allow me to explain to those whose minds have been soaking in biased sales pitch for their entire lives exactly what my ideal form of journalism would look like. I think it's helpful to not only criticize what I think is wrong, but also put forth what I think would assist in this current tornado of inaccuracy. Journalism should be viewed as a public service, but currently it seems to be viewed as a dishonest form of window shopping, where you pick a news network that most caters to your needs, those needs being which news network says things you agree with more often. Not only have news networks capitalized on this to great effect, look at InfoWars and the Young Turks, but people seem to like it that way. This isn't merely a problem with the journalists in question, but also a problem with how the average person views the subject of journalism. I'm generally not one to bash the average person because I am one of them, but many of them have gotten lazy in the realm of forcing their media to report what's actually going on, as opposed to what they've interpreted. Journalists should conduct themselves like public servants as well, not in the sense that they should temper their personality for the sake of likability, but they should view themselves as working for the people, not for personal fame. However, unlike most public servants, they should not be wavered by the will of the people. The truth is not always popular. The attitude of your ideal journalist should be, I'm reporting what actually happens regardless of how you feel about it. Of course, you should verify if what they're saying is the truth, but if it is, then you've got yourself a potential 5-star journalist. What turns my goal into a cruel Sisyphean joke is the fact that in order for my model to work, people would need to start valuing the truth on a different metric. Many people seem to value the truth on the metric of, quote-unquote, my opinion, as opposed to what actually happened. Why do you think argument-based programming and commentary has become as popular as it is? It's probably more popular than your standard news broadcast is. Those who are too political don't just want the facts, they want to be told they are right, regardless of the facts. That's when facts and opinion begin melding into one another. Most people tend to gravitate towards listening to commentary that agrees with them, and then that will be passed off as pandering as well. I don't want to make that same mistake. But there's a point in time where if you create an us versus them mentality in regards to the truth, you run the risk of being devoured by your own intentional lies. If you infect people with misinformation in order to push a narrative, you should not be surprised if that narrative eventually comes back to bite you in the ass. So in conclusion, despite how rambly this message was, I'd like to boil it down to a few concise points that I want to get across. 1. Stop treating journalists like musicians in the realm of fact. Music cannot be wrong, but journalists can be. People will capitalize on celebrity status to screw with your information. 2. Journalists, do not forget that you should be working in principle for the people of your country as opposed to some network. 3. People need to stop forgetting that journalists and networks are competing with each other for business, so it's in their best interest to call all of their opponents evil liars in one way or another. And most importantly, 4. You have to be able to catch your own bullshit before you can even dream of imagining to catch someone else's. And that's a skill no one has perfected. I'll keep pushing this boulder up this hill as long as I need to, but I need others to help me hold it in place. Unfortunately, holding that boulder in place is against everyone's political interests. Have a wonderful day.